In this clip, we will be looking at pie charts. Here is an example of a pie chart. This pie chart shows how Gemma spends 12 hours of her day. Each coloured part is called a sector. This tells you how much of the time Gemma spends doing certain tasks. For example, she spends half of her time working, so half of 12 hours is 6 hours. She spends a quarter of the time sleeping, so a quarter of 12 is 3 hours. Angles in a pie chart add up to 360 degrees. Here is an example. It says a group of people were asked what their favourite fruit was. The results are shown in the pie chart. Find the angle for pear. To find the angle for pear, we need to add these three angles and then subtract from 360. So 120 plus 120 plus 55 equals 295 degrees. Angles in a pie chart add up to 360 degrees. So we can do 360 minus 295. And this gives us 65 degrees. So the angle for pear is 65 degrees. Here is another example. So it says the table shows the different modes of transportation children use to travel to school. Draw a pie chart to show the information. So we need to turn these numbers into angles. The first thing we need to do is we need to add all these numbers together. So we've got 3, add 5, add 10, add 4, add 2, which equals 24. Angles in a pie chart add up to 360 degrees. So we need to do 360 divided by 24, which equals 15. And now we need to multiply 15 by each of these numbers to find the angle. So walking, got 15 multiplied by 3, which equals 45 degrees. Cycle, 15 multiplied by 5, which equals 75 degrees. Bus, got 15 multiplied by 10, which equals 150 degrees. For a car, got 15 multiplied by 4, which equals 60 degrees. And train is 15 multiplied by 2, which equals 30 degrees. Now that we have all the angles, we can draw the pie chart. Here is the pie chart. Let's have a look at how to interpret pie charts. To interpret a pie chart, we do the opposite. We need to turn the angles into numbers. We can do this by working out the angle as a percentage or fraction of the pie chart. Here is an example. It says 60 students were asked their favourite colour. The pie chart below shows the results. How many students chose red as their favourite colour? The angle sector for red is 180 degrees. The whole pie chart is 360 degrees. If we write this out as a fraction, 180 over 360. To simplify this fraction, we need to find the largest number that will divide into both numbers without leaving a remainder. So the largest number that will divide into both numbers is 180. 180 divided by 180 equals 1, and 360 divided by 180 equals 2. Now we can do half multiplied by the total number of students, which is 60. 1 times 60 is 60, and 60 divided by 2 is 30. So 30 students chose red as their favourite colour. Here is another example. It says the pie chart shows the favourite drink of 72 children. Part A says what was the most popular drink. Here is the pie chart. The largest angle sector is orange, so orange was the most popular drink. Part B says what was the least popular drink. The smallest angle sector is mango, so mango was the least popular. Part C says what fraction of the children liked orange juice. The pie chart shows half of the children liked orange juice, so the fraction is half. Part D says how many children said that mango juice was their favourite. The angle sector for mango is 10 degrees. The whole pie chart is 360 degrees, so the fraction is 10 over 360. To simplify this fraction, we need to find the largest number that will divide into both numbers. The largest number that will divide into both of these numbers is 10. 10 divided by 10 equals 1, and 360 divided by 10 is 36. Now we can do 1 over 36 multiplied by the total number of children, which is 72. 1 times 72 is 72. 72 divided by 36 equals 2. So the answer is 2 children said that mango juice was their favourite. Part E says how many children said that grape juice was their favourite. The angle sector for grape juice is 40 degrees. The whole pie chart is 360 degrees, so the fraction is 40 over 360. To simplify this fraction, we need to find the largest number that will divide into both numbers. The largest number that will divide into both numbers is 40. So 40 divided by 40 equals 1, and 360 divided by 40 equals 9. 1 over 9 multiplied by 72 is 1 multiplied by 72 is 72, and 72 divided by 9 equals 8. So the answer to part E is 8 children said that grape juice was their favourite. Here are some practice questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go at them, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. Question 1 says a group of students were asked what their favourite subject is. The results are shown in the pie chart. We have been given the angle for maths and science, but not for English, so we need to work out the missing angle. We know that angles in a pie chart add up to 360 degrees. If we add these two numbers together and then subtract it from 360, we should get our missing angle. So 180 plus 120 equals 300 degrees. 360 minus 300 equals 60 degrees. So the angle for English is 60 degrees. Question 2 says the table below shows the number of different animals in a zoo. Draw a pie chart to show the information. We need to turn these numbers into angles before we can draw the pie chart. Let's start by working out the total number of animals. So we've got 10 rabbits, 9 hamsters, 15 ducks, and 11 geese. We add all these numbers together, we get 45. Angles in a pie chart add up to 360 degrees. To find the multiplier, we need to do 360 divided by the total number of animals, which is 45. And this gives us 8. So the multiplier is 8. To convert these numbers to angles, we need to multiply each of these numbers by 8. So 10 times 8 equals 80 degrees. 9 times 8 equals 72 degrees. 15 times 8 equals 120 degrees. And 11 times 8 equals 88 degrees. Now that we've got the angles, we can use these angles to draw a pie chart. Here is the pie chart. Here are some practice questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go at them, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. Question 3 says 36 children participate on Sports Day. The information is presented in a pie chart below. Part A says which is the most popular sport. Here is the pie chart. The largest angle sector is hockey. So hockey is the most popular sport. Part B says which is the least popular sport. The smallest angle sector is tennis. So tennis is the least popular sport. Part C says what fraction of the children play football. A quarter of the children play football. So the fraction is 1/4. Part D says how many children play tennis. Angle sector for tennis is 30 degrees. So the angle sector for tennis is 30 degrees. The whole pie chart is 360 degrees. The fraction is 30 over 360. To simplify this fraction, we need to find the largest number that will divide into both numbers. The largest number that will divide into both numbers is 30. 30 divided by 30 equals 1. And 360 divided by 30 equals 12. Now we can do 1 over 12 multiplied by the total number of students, which is 36. 1 times 36 is 36. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So the answer is 3 children play tennis.